to right now. Pop on toys and collectibles. Retro to right now. Pop on toys and collectibles. Retro to right now. It's time for Bartertown.
Welcome to Bartertown.
That's mine.
No, I bought this from me.
Okay, put
And
that in
you
the
stole
oven.
it.
Okay, put that in the oven.
If anybody saw
No.
a giant man in little shorts running around with a
No.
black megaphone,
No.
that
No.
would have been me.
Oh, I broke it.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
It's the day after the toy show.
It is. I can't believe I'm vertical.
Justin's beard is longer than his shorts.
I think I did more work today than I did yesterday.
So
You killed it.
yeah, you literally killed it today. We'll talk about yesterday in a minute, but I just want to shout out to my husband who did all of the work today.
Did you put that over there just so I couldn't get to it?
This?
No. The megaphone.
Yes.
Okay.
I put this here because I thought it was mine. I didn't realize that I had to share.
Meanwhile,
My
I'm trying
husband
to-
did everything today. He took care of all the trash around the store from yesterday. He took care of the store itself while I and Selena went out and went to a fantastic The Wizard of Oz show in Smithville starring our good friend George Scully, who
I want to
was the
say
wizard
something.
himself.
I want to say something about the trash on the property today. We've been doing this show, I think, since 2017 on the property, or 2018? 2018 on the property, I
18,
think. 2018 on the property.
Feel
This
good.
is the best it's ever been. Especially with the vendors being respectful. And first of all, it's the most vendors we've ever had.
It is by far.
We couldn't ask Mike or Alex or
Chris.
Chris, people who were helping everybody set up. We couldn't have fit another vendor.
I think we could have wafer thin. We could have squeezed one sideways table.
Well, we certainly couldn't have fit another 10 by 10 pop up.
I mean,
in the groundhog.
They'd have been in the road.
In the groundhog sanctuary, we could have fit one wafer thin table.
if I can just say,
sideways.
I took Tucker out to bless the lawn at one point, and he was like walking around and looking around everywhere, and I was just like, oh my god, there is literally not one spot
Yeah.
left for this dog to go.
So-
I had to take him back by the septic tank in the roped off section.
And that was the dog playground back there.
Yeah.
And Justin made a good point, and I think you should make it again.
I'm just sharing this right
I need to too, but I ran out of time. Can I say your point for you then?
Yeah.
We feel, and I don't really know how to say this. I don't know how to say this. We
I can say it.
Go ahead.
So, you know,
I don't know how
we've been doing this
crappy
on
all
this
this
property
is.
for a while now.
Yeah.
I believe we have culled the vendors to like the best possible cream of the vendors.
That's a nice way to say it.
Because, you know, listen, a lot of people who do this part-time or do it at different places, there's a lot of like nitpicking or complaining or like bitching.
Or just
The
being,
vibe was so positive. No one complained about the show.
the vibe.
We're not
has
asking you to.
The vibe has been completely awesome, and I feel Justin said it nicer than I'm about to. I feel like we've really weeded out the
And anyone that was even vaguely problematic in any way.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we have gotten the group of people, and I'm literally going to shout out every single person that we had here vending yesterday. I am. I'm going to thank them all personally.
There
on
have
this
been
stream.
years where this day, the next day after the show, we've been
Yeah.
like, man, we are not having them back. Every year there's been one or two people we said that about. We have not said that about anyone this year.
No, there is
Except for
not.
Alex Conkle.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Why would you-
My
don't know,
crew
it's
is
Uncle
my
Back, you don't have
crew
a
is
show.
awesome. My volunteers
Yeah.
are awesome.
And I don't even know what else to say. Every single vendor was completely awesome. Everybody had top notch. You know, there's usually like that one, and I'm not naming names or anything like that. It's never the same person. There's always that one guy who just has like junk. Everybody was just beautiful, top notch, gorgeous.
One man's junk is another man's treasure.
I use junk in the rusty bucket sense, I
The
guess.
only
Yeah.
thing that was the only thing that showed
As far as I know, we went around and thanked every vendor.
Listen, one guy wasn't at his table, and when I went back to thank him, he was gone already.
All right,
so
so
I
one
may
person to be thanked.
have, and
Great.
I'm saying guy
There
loosely.
goes our
There goes our
back
5-star.
1,000.
Yeah.
You gotta
I-
send
So-
him an email.
we
So
did our
everyone
best.
said they did well,
Well, what are you
Yes.
doing?
which is all we ask for. We don't want customers to be splitting their money. We want them to be spending with our vendors. All of our vendors said they did great. We're very happy about that. We're so happy about it. we announce next year's show.
You ruined it. Well, I had a whole thing ready, and I was gonna tell her to do it, and you just
Do
did
it. Do it.
She doesn't know. I
She
didn't
doesn't
tell
know
her.
what it is.
Oh.
Hit the splash. It's the second one.
She
I
didn't
can't
tell me it was
believe
like
you
some
did
kind of
that.
super thing.
Yes. Yes.
Well, while we're talking about the
there
show,
you go. Yes, everybody.
start making your plans now.
Save the date now. We're not waiting for other people to jump on our coattails. We're just gonna do it right now.
So what's funny is we purposefully announced this year's show like 2 months earlier than we typically announced it. There's no way. This is as early as you can announce it. We did that so people wouldn't announce their date on the same show. I guess they still would. They're still going to.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I do give a shit, but we'll deal with that as it comes. But we are announcing it now because we know we're doing it. It's got a lot of stress working up to it, but the day of.
Well, something you mentioned Paul Brown, and something that Paul Brown said to us yesterday, which is one of the reasons that we decided to go ahead and launch early, just to get that hype train rolling even sooner. Listen, like
Paul
he
Brown
said,
drives the hype train.
he does. He's the conductor on the hype train.
Paul Brown was one of our.
He was. We'll talk about
scavenger
that too.
hunt.
You know, I got interrupted twice, and I was about to say something, and now I totally forgot what I was going to say.
We did it. We announced it
Good
because
news.
Paul Brown said something.
Totally gone. No idea what I was going to say. No clue at all.
Wow, it was
well,
about. I'm
we're
giving you
starting
the
to get-
information, Paul.
That's not what I was going to say.
We're starting to get inquiries about reserving
So
places.
of course, reserve
We are
reservation.
gonna wait. Yeah, we're gonna wait to do reservations a little bit, just until it gets closer to the show.
But just like every other time,
yeah.
VIPs and
Yeah.
previous vendors will
Yes,
get dibs.
always.
Don't worry, you'll get an email.
Our VIPs
I'm
always
sure
get.
Motley Q is going to sign up right now.
Our VIPs always get first dibs on spots. Then we open it up to previous year's vendors, returning vendors, and then any spaces that may or may not be left are left out to anyone who may not have ever vended with us.
Hey.
We had some new people this year,
We did. A lot of new people.
and I loved everyone.
So it's not toy dealers typically. Like there'll be people that were here this year that won't be here next year because they sold all their stuff. They're just people selling their stuff,
Yeah, and
which
that's-
is the one thing I love about
It's
the
the
show.
great thing about this show. It's not just there's
The entitled typical toy vendor.
it's not just the folks that do it all the time or do it as a steady side
People,
gig
people
or
trimming down their
whatever.
collections.
It's
selling the
just
duplicates, that kind of
Joe
stuff.
and Jim.
Yep.
I met the two Toms over here with their Simpson stuff. They're cool dudes with toys.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
having fun. Hey, guess what? I'm Justin.
Is there another announcement?
This is my
you're
wife
gonna run it?
Penelope.
Hold on, hold on.
We are Farpoint Toys and Collectibles,
Not yet,
and I
but
promise
not
this
yet.
is a
Yes.
claim sale.
Eventually.
We're gonna sell some stuff that we bought at yesterday's show.
Yes.
So we're setting up cars. Me, Mike, Alex, and Chris are hustling.
While you talk, I'm gonna go ahead and just.
Penelope was smart enough to get us radios this time, so we're like breaker 1,
we
2,
had walkie-talkies.
leader
It was
1
so
to
nice.
chop her head.
Game changer.
So at one point, Mike, I think, says to me, "Hey man, there's a night boomer in that guy's car,"
I was up there when it happened.
and I was like, "Thank you." So I followed that deal. I
followed
know
that
him. I
car.
think it was. I forget
I stalked the man.
which dealer it was.
Yeah, so what we do is we look at the car, make hey, are you
Bought
a
a bunch of
vendor?
great GI Joe
We've
stuff.
got our little thing, and Mike
bought
noticed
a holy grail.
that is amazing.
GI Joe collecting.
Is that going to be up for bids today?
Beautiful
or up
box.
for sale today?
No, it's gonna go in the store. It's gonna go in the store, I think.
Are VIPs at least going to get this?
Well, sure, if they
Chris
want.
Wild's on. He said we killed it. He said, "Don't worry about what others do. Just let them worry about what you do." You
I do
guys
worry
killed
about
it.
what others do,
He,
though.
and he's a big
I
reason.
take it personally.
killed.
I That's the kind of person I am.
I take it personally when my Google business page is getting hacked.
I take it personally when our vendors are losing out when they should have.
Yeah.
There should be no losing out. But
Yeah,
other than that,
that's also
Meanwhile, we had
incredibly
Motley Q
funny.
here.
yeah, we
Nobody
did.
else,
Cheesecake
nobody else can
nerd.
make that
Cheesecake
claim.
nerd,
I
yeah.
am literally,
Speaking of which.
I am eating my apple pie bombs right now.
Cheesecake
Eric and
nerd.
crew at the Cheesecake Nerd.
Our vendors were awesome. We had a lot of vendors who have sponsored Bartertowns, which is really cool. You know, when we say sponsored Bartertowns, they don't give us money. It's not like we pay cash to sponsor and talk about them. We want to talk about people we like. How? The Flamin' Flagon, Cheesecake
I'm definitely
Nerd,
going to need a napkin.
Miss Rivvy's Racks. You know, I
Wow.
don't think the Book Empress has sponsored a Bartertown yet. I think that needs to happen.
Really?
I don't think so.
I
I'm
don't
racking my
believe so.
brain.
I don't think so. I don't remember the.
Maybe
the
she's
logo.
waiting until there's like a reason. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a
Her
reason.
being awesome is a good reason.
So anyway, all right. So this is a claim sale.
Is it?
Is it crawl time?
I promise.
Crawl time yet?
This is.
We're gonna sell some GI Joes. It's crawl time.
Crawl time.
The way this
Okay,
works
so
is we will
crawl,
show you an item. We will put a price on the item. after we talk about the condition, when we say the price, the first person to put claim in the comments gets the item. You got to claim it, say claim, and the name of the item. You can misspell it. I don't care as long as we know what you're talking about. You are live right now on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, right?
Yeah.
All those comments are put together there, right?
They're
Scrolling right next to my
aggregated
wife.
right next to me.
So if you're only on Facebook, you might not see all the comments. What is that noise? Are we killing some sort of little animal?
I have no
That was
idea.
a weird noise.
I have no idea what that
So
was.
when Selena sees the first comment of the claimant, you'll hear this noise. That means the item has been claimed. Then it's yours. So anything is free shipping over $20 in the United States. Under 20, we have to charge you shipping. If you're overseas, we have to charge you shipping. If you're a VIP, you get free shipping. I don't care if you spend $3 in domestic VIP.
Yeah.
You foreign VIPs know the deal. If you're coming to pick up in the store, the price is the price. It just means we don't have to spend money on shipping. At the end of today, at the end of the event, sometime tonight, we will send you a link to check out. Please pay that tonight. Don't leave it for months to go. We need to make money, to spend money, to get more stuff, to make money. It's a whole process
I'm just sitting here eating apple pie.
that halts if we just have stuff sitting that isn't paid for.
If you are a first-time Bartertown buyer, please message us on Facebook if you can. That way we can just open communications. Otherwise, we have no way to talk to you about what is happening.
If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. There's so many people who are regulars here. Everybody knows. It's one bite. Everybody knows the rules, basically.
So speaking of biting, I have so much to talk about yesterday, but right now I'm literally stuffing my face. This is fantastic. This is an apple pie bomb from the Cheesecake Nerd. And what you're getting is basically like, imagine like a donut hole, but like 3 times bigger. And it's a pie. So there's apple pie inside this ball, and it's fantastic.
It's the size of a tennis ball. I
It
can't believe
is.
it.
It's coated in cinnamon and sugar. This is absolutely phenomenal. Oh, you're going to use a fork?
It looked covetous.
I didn't
Is
realize
there
it
any
had a fork.
cheesecake in it, or is it just like an apple pie in a ball?
It's just, there's no cheesecake.
I would
It's
have bought
just an
that.
apple pie inside of a ball.
I would have bought that.
I did not realize that my husband is so on point that he brought me a fork, and I've been sitting here eating it with my hands like some sort of
100% I would
animal.
have bought that.
This is amazing. So
Oh.
thank you again, Eric and the Cheesecake Nerd, the whole crew. I can't even. I'm speechless. It's so good. Speaking of things that are so
All right.
good.
So speaking of what, we have a hello to our VIPs.
I mean, they know we're saying hi.
I gotta pull some of this stuff because we have a super secret VIP
It's
group.
not a secret.
If you're in the VIP group, you get first dibs on
Uh-huh.
stuff, and I put a picture of most of this up, and a lot of it got claimed. I'm gonna check the claims real quick.
I'm gonna get up and get a baby wipe.
Oh,
In
you
those
do that.
cases, the VIPs see the stuff before I do, which is just criminal.
Let's see what's been claimed so far. Oh, everybody's posting their hauls, which is super
It's so cool.
awesome.
So speaking of amazing food, this has got to be the 6th, 5th. It's got to be the 5th or 6th.
Eagle fan, what's up?
Not Thunderdome, Jesus. It's a toy show that we've done here. Molly Q has been at all of them. I have yet ever, until yesterday, I had never had one of their deep fried pulled pork sandwiches.
Wow.
Everybody raves about them. It's not that like I can't have one. It's just that I never make it there.
It's food from outside this universe. It's brilliant.
I'm in the store. I'm stuck in here, and I just never get out. I finally had one yesterday, and it was as close to a religious experience as I've ever had in my life. I think.
Wow, we got married at Stonehenge.
We got married at Stonehenge. So the marriage at Stonehenge and the eclipse
I wish
are really
Motley
close.
Q could have been there.
And then
Oh
Molly
my
Q
God,
is
on the
right.
side.
The
Molly
Motley
Q
Q
is
truck
right
next to
underneath.
Stonehenge. I'm right
I'm
there.
photoshopping that. So,
It was amazing. You guys killed it. Oh
they
my God.
sold out of the deep fried rib sandwich.
I
No
don't know
wonder.
if that's ever happened before.
No
Chris,
wonder
help me
they're
out
amazing.
here. Did that ever happen before? Speaking of, real quick, so selling out. I don't know what that means. Chris's wife, Katie, and her friend, the Mom is going to rescue, brought puppies to rescue, and
Yes.
puppies got rescued at the show.
That is so
I have
amazing.
a lot of things to talk about, and I'm going to keep saying this was my favorite thing. That
When
was
you
my
talk
favorite
about
thing.
why I pulled the stuff that got claimed,
So let me get the baby wipes out of here. I have apple pie all over me. It's hilarious.
The dog thinks the baby wipe package is food, and
It's
every time
not.
you move it, he gets all attentive.
So when we heard about the rescue and we decided it would be great if they came to It's Toy Show and we got that all hooked up, I thought to myself, you know what? If even one dog
I've been saying that all along. If even one dog,
If even one dog gets rescued because or even someone tells someone and then eventually a dog gets rescued. If even one dog somehow ended up getting rescued because they were here yesterday, I would have been happy with that. But the fact that not just one but 2 dogs, I think one is done and one is in process. I'm not sure how that
2
works.
dogs
I don't
now
know the
have
details. 2 dogs are getting homes because of its toy show yesterday and because of all you guys sharing and liking and coming and petting the dogs and everything.
And a foster.
They couldn't keep an Eagle fan away. They could not keep Dave away.
And I don't want to say it's more important, but just as important as finding homes for those 2 dogs is a new foster pet parent came forward. So now their team, the Mom is Gonna Rescue team, has a new foster parent, which is super important because you don't really think about where do these animals go before they get adopted.
Where do they live?
Where do they live? Some of them live in foster homes, just like kids, and we need foster parents to do that.
It helps a lot for dogs with needs
Dog-
too. They get
listen,
evaluated
I really
and everything.
Yeah.
The dogs were really cute.
Listen. Everybody's gonna have dogs at their toy show next year, but this is where
Good.
it's
Scavenger hunts. I know.
That's one thing I hope all shows do copy us on.
Yes. Go ahead and copy me on that, guys.
Yeah,
Please
we'd be
have
real
pets.
a-holes if we got mad. Like, how dare
How
you
dare they
have...
save puppies?
So you can steal that idea from us. It's fine. Every toy show should have a pet adoption event.
I was hoping.
We'll help you. We'll introduce you to Mom is Gonna Rescue You, and we'll help you set that up.
So she does dogs and cats and also squirrels, which I think is fantastic. I was hoping to see a baby squirrel yesterday. She just brought the puppies, and that's all right. I would love to foster baby squirrels. That's my next thing I'm going to start doing, Justin. Just so you know.
Fostering baby
I'm going to
squirrels.
start fostering baby squirrels. Yes. What else do we want to talk about? Do we have a list of things? Like, how are we
we'll
doing
just riff.
this?
I'm not sure
organized like that.
What else did Hal get?
So I am most excited.
Python.
I was excited, but so excited by so many things happened yesterday. I don't even know what to talk about.
Oh,
next.
just chill. Take a deep breath here. You're a little,
I am.
Talk
I
about the
can't.
Muppet guy. I love him.
Muppet guy?
Yeah, he's
Muppet
awesome.
stuff?
Yeah, the Muppet stuff. It was
Chris
awesome.
at Muppet Stuff is one of my favorite vendors. Always comes to its toy show. Always does great videos. Always shares everything. If you don't follow Muppet Stuff, he's all over the internet. I've learned things about the Muppets that I thought I was an expert.
Yeah, like I know a
I
lot
am
about
not
the
an expert
Muppets,
on the
but
Muppets.
yeah, it pales in comparison.
Dan said that yesterday was a great time, even though we had to see your pale, white, pasty legs.
Don't worry. They'll be tan by in a couple of weeks.
I am remiss. I can't believe that I didn't think of this. So my husband walked around in short shorts all day, almost.
They're shorts. Why do they gotta be short shorts? They're just shorts.
They're
I don't
just
know
shorts.
when it happened. Post Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Sometime post Magnum
So you
PI
can take the Patreon
and
away.
before the year
thought I did,
2000.
sorry.
It was declared by like
Fashion Society.
somebody that men have to wear giant
Knee-length shorts.
knee-length cargo shorts.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not.
I'm railing against it.
I mean, like, listen, you wear what you want to wear to be comfortable in yourself, that's fine. But, like, I'd much rather see short shorts. Like, seriously.
Again,
women wear all
those
kinds
shorts.
of short stuff.
Daisy Dukes.
Why are they gotta? No, they're not Daisy Dukes. They're just shorts. As opposed to half pants. You know what I mean? Like, why do we gotta call them short shorts? Why
So-
can't they be shorts
so
and the
you're right.
giant cargo things be
Half pants.
right?
So we have pants,
like I was wearing
capris,
giant
half
cargo
pants,
things.
and
They
shorts.
were
And then Daisy
down to
Dukes.
slightly below the knee.
Sure, you can see part of my thigh.
Yeah.
I want my legs to get sun.
Oh, no,
like I want to
a
be
thigh.
cool in a hot.
Andrew, that's perfect. He said that your shorts reminded him of Rocky and Apollo in Rocky 3.
Yeah.
New Vancouver
I
would wear
can't
Daisy
believe
Dukes.
that I didn't bring a bikini top to wear yesterday.
Okay.
Because because it was so hot, first of all. But secondly, that would have complemented your shorts, not short shorts, just your regular shorts, very well. Tara's totally right. LVC would sport Daisy Dukes.
Maybe.
That was the one downside of the show. Lou Vancouver couldn't make it. I kept saying I feel like it's a little hot for him.
So
He's
Lou
a cold weather
Vancouver,
guy.
I talked to Lou Vancouver this week, and he was really excited about the show. He even was going to do a cosplay. Lou was going to cosplay as a Ghostbuster.
What?
Lou was going to cosplay as a Ghostbuster, and Lou went so far as to go and get a professionally constructed Ghostbuster jumpsuit.
What do you have for me there?
Where?
In the apple thing. What do you got for me?
Nothing. What do you mean?
You got an apple pie for me?
There's some kind of thank you note you can have. Here.
Is there an apple thing for me?
Did you
there?
eat it all?
No.
Did you eat all of them?
No.
My wife is something else, man.
What? I don't want... Okay.
Oh! Say it!
Oh, here we go.
Say
Here we
Are
it.
you
go.
ready? Are you ready?
Say it.
No.
My
ready.
husband ended up with the blueberry pie. You can give me one. Let's switch. Is there a
One for one?
Yeah, we'll do one for one.
I would eat the blueberry.
He
pie.
ended up with the blueberry, which, as anyone who knows, my husband and I personally knows, he normally doesn't like blueberry, but he loves these.
I'm team cranberry, but I eat
Yeah.
the blueberry.
I am
Jack.
team.
All right,
Here you go. What else are we gonna talk about? I can't eat anymore.
let's claim some stuff.
Yeah, let's do some Sally, then we'll talk about it again.
Let me make sure I pulled all the VIPs claims. I think I got them all.
Again, congratulations and hands out. Hands out? What was wrong with me today? Clapping for my husband who did all the work today. He did the preview for the VIPs. He ran the store.
He was schlepping trash when I pulled up.
He was schlepping trash. He did all kinds of stuff today
All right.
while I just messed around.
You ready for camera
Do the
2?
mess around.
Let's go to camera 2, see what we got going on over there.
All right, first things
What's the dog?
first.
Why are you standing in the Thunderdome stuff?
I'm gonna slide up. Let's do some claiming. Let's make some money before we talk more about the show.
Okay, because I do have a lot of things to say.
Your dog is not congruent.
This is a cool little set right here. First of all, this is a very white snow job. He usually gets really yellowed. He's actually really nicely white. I'm putting him together with a complete polar battle bear because he doesn't have his skis. And what's a ski
Polar battle.
a ski soldier without skis? But he does have his backpack and his ski poles and his gun. And the polar battle bear is 100% complete. Still, this is pretty white too. The only thing is it has like some sticker
Residue.
or something on there. I don't know what that sticker is.
Let me eyeball that real quick. I just want to see if it could come off. There's a chance that Undo, which is a fantastic product, could get that off.
Yeah, somebody can get that.
Blue
Off.
Gun's
Yeah.
pretty good, but I think
But
I
this
need
is
better.
100% complete. It's got the cover, it's got the missiles, it's nice. And Snow Job only needs his skis to be complete.
Oh my god, is this cream cheese icing?
I don't know. So for him and the polar battle bear,
Oh, I don't have the notebook. I
40
should probably-
$40.
I
I
should probably
have it.
I mean, let me do something today.
Okay.
I didn't even wear a bikini top yesterday. At least
$40
I'm
for Snow Job and the polar battle bear. That's free shipped because it's over $20
in the United States.
in the United States.
Alicia, VIP, said her girls had a great time, but her husband couldn't take the heat. He should have worn shorts. Definitely.
They were
Right.
so cute. One of the girls wanted a My Little Pony, and one of them wanted a Wolfman.
Oh, I love that.
And we had both.
I have to make a note about some of you VIPs. Alicia, you were here a lot for a long time, and you didn't pick up any of your stuff inside.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
And you're not the only VIP.
Oh, her
Hutchinson.
bag. Yeah, Greg was here. He has a bag too.
I came out this morning
Oh my
when we
gosh.
got to the store. When I came in, I was like, this person was here.
I didn't know. I
I'm
never.
sure they just forgot. I feel.
Yeah,
Oh my
well,
gosh.
it was a very hectic day.
I didn't realize.
I feel terrible that we didn't.
All right, Cobra Viper,
I know.
really nice shape. He doesn't have his gun; he just has his backpack. But these guys are worth money because of their, because they're army builders and they're whatever. How much is the Viper?
Please hold.
Just the Viper, not the Gyro Viper.
Just the Viper.
25.
Jar Viper was claimed.
He was.
25 on the Viper. Viper with his backpack. You can find a gun online for $10 and boom, you got a complete Viper. You're golden. You're rock and roll.
Did you get blueberry juice on the notebook?
Yeah.
Well, now it's all over me.
I put my fork on it.
Jim, thank you. Jim said thanks for the great show.
Which Jim?
Jim Tito.
Oh, dude.
Jim, thank you for the great lunchbox, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit.
I want to thank Jim Kita and his buddy BMO and all of the people who have been vending here for years for your freaking awesome loyalty. I know you're loyal because, you like us and you like the show. I don't mean that in like a pat by someone in the back there. Like, we're friends, we're friendly. But, like, it means a lot
It
that
does, yeah.
these people have been coming here year after year.
And all of these people made it a point yesterday to come to us and say thank you. And I'm like, no, thank you. And they're like, no, thank you. And we end up just fighting.
I mean,
saying
vending a show is no small
It's
thing.
not,
You
it's
have
a-
to pack it all
Yeah.
up and pack it all out.
Everyone
Like,
was super patient.
They worked to
Everyone was
come here.
cool. We understand that the logistics here are a little odd because of where we're located on this busy highway. It's sort of a give and take. Because we're on a busy highway, we get so much traffic, foot traffic, random people just coming by to buy stuff. What are you doing? Are you trying to interrupt me with him? Or
No, you keep
Okay.
talking.
But logistically, it can get a little hectic as far as loading in and loading out. We really appreciate the patience, the awesomeness, and the friendliness of everybody who was here. Why is Burgess Meredith in my
Rock!
He's creepy.
No.
Rock, they gave me a snake tail, Rock.
God,
He's creepy.
Rock, you can't fight the Martians.
there's no air for them neither.
Incomplete
So-
globulus.
Uh,
Alex's favorite part was when the cops showed up, pulled over on the road with their lights on, and went shopping.
Yeah, for the first time ever, the cops showed up and they just wanted to shop.
They didn't want to talk to
There
Justin.
was no, everything was smooth. There were not that
They
we
were
never
like,
have
"What's up?"
problems. We
No.
never have problems.
No,
but
no,
like,
there's
But
I
they
didn't-
weren't here to bitch.
No, I didn't feel nervous. No one had called and
No,
complained.
Hamilton Township's finest showed up,
Yeah.
and they were here to support. And the township didn't complain. Nobody complained.
That's
They
great.
did get some people to move off the side of the road, which is I want people to be safe anyway. So I'm glad they did that. But really, they came to check out the show because the show's awesome, and to remind us that hometown celebration's coming up.
Yes, they wanted the car to come back
Yeah.
out. Galabulus is not on this list. No,
Really?
You're gonna act like he is.
Oh, you know what? I put him in a VIP group though.
Oh.
Galabulus?
I can bring that up.
I think I put $14 on him. He doesn't have his gun. He's got a little bit of paint wear, but he's not broken, and it's Cobra. La 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 la.
Were you able to share the event in all the places that you wanted to?
I think so.
Okay, so I can log out of Farpoint and
Yeah.
back into myself.
Yep.
So I can go into the group and see what's happening. Okay.
Oh, the cops went to Andrew CZ's table, him and Drew's.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Cool. I hope they bought a bunch of stuff for you
That's
guys.
super cool. They were
That is
super
awesome.
nice.
And
I mean,
I
I'm not going to assume just because they're cops they're not going to be nice.
No.
But it depends on the circumstances of why they're here. The circumstances were they came just to check it out,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
This is the wrong page.
Make
And
sure we
I
weren't
believe I didn't
illicitly
see it.
selling any kind of drugs. Dusty.
Dusty.
I knew you guys were going to do that. I knew it. He doesn't have his bipod, but his fabric around his helmet is awesome. He's in great shape. He's got his gun in his backpack. Do I have Dusty?
Dusty
on
is
the
$30.
list? $30 for Dusty.
So I like the apple. I did not expect to like the blueberry as much as the apple, but I do. Not that I'm
and
not
you
a
still
great...
made me eat 2 of the blueberries.
Meanwhile, I've got entirely nothing over here.
Sorry.
You're not.
I kind of
I
am.
shouldn't be eating this because I think we're going for custard after
We are. I need some victory.
celebratory
some
custard.
Celebratory victory custard, yes.
I
All
need
right,
some
next to
celebratory
Dusty, is that
victory
Major Blood
sleep.
there hanging out?
Yep, complete major blood.
We have got a 100% complete Major Blood. What kind of accent does he have? Is he British?
It's Australian.
Australian?
Mm-hmm.
$30 on Major Blood. As we're doing that thing that we always say we don't want to do on our stream, which is just sit here and eat.
I hope
Every
all
time
our
I touch the
viewers
notebook, I
didn't
get
spend
covered
all
in
their
blueberry.
money yesterday.
Straight arm, short fuse. He's got 1 broken thumb. He's got his original mortar, his backpack,
Does he
and
have
his helmet.
Does he have his pestle and his mortar?
He doesn't have his visor, but he's in good shape other than that thumb being broken.
Short fuse, broken thumb, $25.
25 straight arm, short fuse. Go find straight arms.
Go find one.
Speaking of go find one, we did a live claim sale yesterday.
Oh, good lord.
Some of you were here for it.
We did Bartertown, but live and in person with the megaphone and stuff, and we had this great vision of how it was going to go,
I didn't get to come. I was inside ringing.
and it didn't go like that. Selena, speaking of ringing,
Oh, it's time to ring. Al now has a short fuse.
Thank you, Hal.
yeah. So it did not go as swimmingly as
We had perhaps hoped.
we had perhaps hoped, or as swimmingly as Bartertowns normally go here in TV land.
Oh God, it was worse than this.
It was. I said this to you earlier, Selena. I'm going to quote myself. It was such a train wreck that we couldn't even make it funny. It was bad. If you were there, we should get T-shirts made. I was there for live Bartertown.
We bombed. It was.
So
it
was
was.
horrific.
we
the Fire
bombed.
Festival of Bartertowns.
And it wasn't like we were fighting and making it uncomfortable.
No.
It wasn't one of those barter towns.
That would have been
We
amusing.
can
It
make
was-
them funny.
It was just. We both hurt our legs at the same time and left.
I can Statler and Waldorf them.
We bombed.
It was horrible.
We had like 3 people staring at us, and then they like slowly walked away.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I thought we were supposed to be good at this, but apparently.
I guess we're only good.
It's
Oh,
because,
Dan was there because he was stuck because his table was next to
Oh
him.
yeah,
it's because you were missing me, of course.
yeah. We
Yeah,
needed Tucker.
You didn't have Kermit and
We
Tucker.
needed Tucker. I don't know about you, Selena. We
I was
needed
gonna say-
Tucker.
I was gonna
It was
tell
so
you to
bad. I
take
started
Tucker.
asking vendors if we wanted to try and sell some of their stuff because maybe it was our junky
And
stuff.
they were all like, no, don't touch
They
my
don't
stuff.
want to be associated with it.
One person came over, the Hot Wheels girl,
Bougie.
Bougie,
So,
yeah, who's super adorable.
Captain Visual, our friend Jerry, he's a clown.
His outfit was great.
I love Captain Visual. His
Hello.
daughter, who the Bougie Boutique, she will take Hot Wheels and she will bling them
Yep.
with like rhinestones and stuff. I've never seen anything like it in my life. We've been doing this a long time. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Her stuff is absolutely amazing. She was like, okay, I guess you could try my. She's in an Enterprise, It was fantastic. I guess you could do my Enterprise, and we tried and failed, and I felt so bad.
How much is Repeater?
Repeater?
Uh-huh.
$5?
$5.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's just loose and complete. He's in great shape, but no gun, no backpack.
Yes, Andrew was behind a fence, and when I said blinged out Enterprise, he came out like a groundhog. I went, what?
His head popped out like this.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Like what? Oh,
So
God.
Penelope was like, "Yeah, we have a hot." I think I said two.
Hal claiming the repeater.
Thanks,
claiming
Hal.
the repeater.
I think I said 2 franchises crossed over. It's Hot Wheels and Star Trek. And Andrew went,
You? Rhinestone Hot Wheels.
Like a rhinestone Hot Wheels. Where is the Flash straight guy?
I put him in his bag already.
Which is it?
Okay, this
you
is
handed this to me like I knew where to put
This is
it.
ridiculous.
Is that Hal's?
Yeah, it's Hal's. Is that Hal's?
Yep.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. My eyes have been streaming for hours.
So we earlier today,
Non-stop.
we're all over the place today. It's one of those high energy, yeah.
A lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about. Earlier today, Selena and I went out to the historic town of Smithville, which for those of you who are not local to South Jersey, I will explain what that means. So
Shopping village.
it's sort of like a cute, quaint shopping village, but what's even more interesting about it is that it is historic because they took historic small buildings from not just that exact town, but like the surrounding areas that were planned to be like demolished or were just run down. They rehabbed them and brought them to Smithville and made like a cute little historic town where you can walk and go shopping, and there's a little bed and breakfast and the whole thing like that. It's really cool. Andrew, I caught it too. I was just trying to ignore her in general.
I'm used to that from you.
It's a really cool little quaint place, and today they did a special weekend, and as part of their Fantasy Fair weekend, they had Riddle's Brood drama troupe, and our friend George is very dramatic. He was in the troupe, and he got to be the wizard. He was the guy, you know?
You should have seen the awesome purple mage suit and the pimped out Big Pimpin' Oz green
his
sparkle suit he was
costumes.
wearing.
First of all,
Incredible.
it's 85 degrees today, blazing hot sun, and everybody, the lion was a full fursuit.
Put him up.
I can't, the poor
Yeah,
person.
the lion, someone should have called the SPCA.
Yeah. But that's where we were earlier today. That's why we were in such a rush today with Bartertown. And we both got sunscreen in our eyes. And Selena is she's not doing well. She's just tearing.
Well, it's the pollen too.
Yeah. All right, we can go back to whatever we were talking
I
about.
believe we have a complete straight arm breaker here. 100%
Breaker.
complete straight arm.
Breaker.
They just want to stop.
No.
All right, Denise, just in the group. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Veronica, thank you for posting your haul pictures, Veronica. A lot of you did that. Your haul was awesome. You had a great day. All the stuff you found.
Veronica, I'm so glad. I was concerned for shoot the moon stitches. I was a little. I had talked with her ahead of time and said I'm not sure how well you're gonna do because I don't know if folks are into this kind of crafty stuff. She's very
She's
feminist,
crafty.
progressive. I was just a little worried, but I believe that she did very well, and I saw you got a ton of stuff from her too. So that's awesome. I'm really glad. I love that everybody did well.
I kept asking vendors, did you have a good
How
day?
Chris
Did you have a
told
good
me
day?
you gave him a custom truck that's super cool, and he said he had hot dogs specifically for you.
No, he didn't.
I think he said he did. I think he
cool.
got a pack of hot dogs specifically
No,
for Hal.
he didn't.
Hal showed up. This is how cool
I
our
want a hot dog.
supporters and VIPs are. First person here in the morning, first of all, first person here before I was, had coffee and donuts for the vendors, and,
He did.
and people were coming over and getting
He was
coffee and
literally here
donuts
before
for
we were.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Rob just said he was sorry that he missed the show.
Rob Fain?
Rob Fain, he
Until
couldn't.
you just said that?
The parking lot was full,
Wow.
and he didn't want to have to be rude and park in front of the
Until
building.
you just said that, I didn't even realize Rob wasn't here.
Now we're all
I'm
sad
sorry,
we missed
Rob. That makes me very sad.
Rob, I feel terrible. Of anyone I know that deserves to park illegally in front of the store,
I was
it
going
should
to
have
say,
been
you should have called.
You should have brought that bread truck,
We'd
parked it right out front.
We'd have sent somebody
Drop
to
the
get.
Edmonds.
I'd have sent
Um,
Emily to get you.
I am glad that
Oh.
that is Chris. I'm sorry. I got to shout out to Chris for that. The fact that you brought hot dogs just because another VIP said he couldn't eat barbecue, you brought the man his own hot dogs. I am beyond. Who does that? I can't think of anyone who would do something
Yeah,
that
it's
awesome.
definitely
That's how
above and
cool
beyond.
the people we're surrounded by are. That's why I don't like uncool people,
That's
because
our
we're actually
community.
spoiled by these people.
Is that it?
Maybe.
Are we so spoiled by all the
we have
awesome
such
people?
great
I mean,
support.
we really
And
have
when
a
someone's
pretty-
even vaguely crappy, we're like, bleh.
Yeah, no.
Well, I
This
think
is
people
not
have. I think there's
our way.
other people who have been harboring things about us for a long
And
time.
I also feel like,
Harboring.
I believe that that's
He said
100% true.
harboring.
But I also feel like some people take advantage of what is to us just natural kindness, you know? Chris didn't
Quite
let you
sassy.
pay? I can't, what? Chris, how many VIPs did you, what?
All right, hold on.
Stop.
All right, so did we do Breaker?
We did do Breaker.
All right.
He sold, Breaker sold.
Complete blowtorch. His gun is the accessory pack version, still vintage, still correct, but just not the light green original version. But he's complete. He's in good shape, not loose.
$18 on Blowtorch.
18 on blowtorch. Lenny was here all day.
Lenny was.
So-
he,
oh
I
my
was
Lenny
God.
was
watching
a
all that.
trooper yesterday.
Selena, do not let me forget because I'm going to. I've already forgotten 3 times. We have to announce the winner of the scavenger hunt.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
gonna
we
be a
won't.
big deal.
I'll get to it.
We're gonna do a drum roll and everything.
Believe me, you're going to see scavenger hunts at every toy show coming up. Sergeant Slaughter V2, the one that comes with the Triple T. He's a little loose. He's got some paint rubs on his back. How much do I have on Sergeant Slaughter?
V2, right?
Yeah.
$20.
$20. I mean, he's like a $70 figure with it when he has his stick. So
Blueberry
$20
all
on
over me.
Sergeant Slaughter. Actually, you know what? $15. I'm gonna reduce Sergeant Slaughter. $15 on Sergeant Slaughter.
Lenny said, I hope the winner is that little munchkin he helped. Wait, we got a claim. Rob Faye's
Oh, good.
name
I'm glad
slaughter.
Rob got it. Rob, this came from It's a Toy Show.
So, yesterday Lenny was doing the scavenger hunt,
Yeah.
and he and Alex's daughter, whose name escapes me at the moment. I'm not sure I could tell you my name. Come on, help me. You know the kid's name.
Amelia.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
breaking
Why did you hand me this?
I couldn't even remember my own name at
Rob
that
Fane.
minute.
He gets his, I don't
He
have a
doesn't
bag.
have
The two of them were walking around and doing their
I need a bag.
doing their scavenger hunt and helping each other find stuff, and it was just so freaking cute. I couldn't stand it.
I need a baggie.
Hang on, I can't really see.
Nobody's getting a baggie. All right, so next is Complete Barbecue. Nice and tight, nice shape.
Just like Chris Wilde
Yeah,
and
this
crew.
barbecue should be like the
Did-
Chris Wilde.
Yeah, I told Lenny he was going to ruin his reputation if he's caught helping a child.
Major Blood and Dust.
Did
Let me
Major
s-
Blood and Dusty
Let me
sell?
say the price for barbecue, and then Matt, I'll go back to Major Blood and Dusty for you. They are still
Okay.
here.
Are they both? They are. Okay.
How much is barbecue?
Oh. 25.
25, 100% complete. He's even got his little water pistol, whatever
And
it
I
is.
even like the color.
And he's tight. Usually his legs are really beat. All right, Major Blood and Dusty. They're both in very good shape. Nothing crazy loose on them. Nothing broken on them. I'm not going to say anything about the elbows because I don't bother with elbow cracks. It is what it is. Dusty does not have his bipod. So Dusty is how much?
30.
30. The fabric around his helmet's really good. And Major Blood is how much?
Also 30.
30 each. Major Blood and
Hal, you do not need to get me special decaf. You're totally fine. The one thing I always say, and Andrew just said that Motley Q played mostly Ronnie James Dio, which is awesome.
He is a lovely man.
The one thing I say this every year, we need a sound system at the store.
we do.
We do.
Because there were some people were playing music, which was awesome. Thank you guys for playing music. I want more music everywhere.
Wherever you go. Because whenever I would go near the Motley Q truck, I'd be singing,
Yeah.
and it kind of
The
amps you
energy.
up. The energy
Yeah,
is good,
it
yeah.
helps
So
the energy.
I agree.
And that's one of the reasons that we're launching the show so early this year, because I feel like it's going to keep it in the front of our minds as something like it's visible. I'm
Yes.
going to be seeing it on the page
Yes,
every time I look.
we launched the show today.
Yes,
We launched next
put that
year's
up
show
there.
today.
Oh, did you miss it? Did you miss it? Put that beautiful bean footage up there. There you go. Yes, we are those people. We have just launched It's a Toy Show.
Yes, Virginia, there will be a toy show.
2025.
It will happen.
We were thinking to ourselves, like, maybe we won't do it because of all the, the ball hangers, but we can't not do it. Too many people love it. We just need to, it's like the show Survivor, and we've been doing it forever. We just outlast because other people won't be here forever. They don't own their buildings. They're part-timers. They don't do this. They have other jobs. We are the Spartans.
Andrew has nothing left to sell.
We are the Spartans. Don't worry, Andrew. You're still a VIP.
got
You'll
time.
accumulate enough
You got
stuff.
time. You got time.
Believe me, I recognized a lot of stuff at your
It
table.
was
I just didn't
fun.
want to buy it back.
Yeah, it was fun going to all the VIP tables and saying, like, I remember that. I recognize
That's
that.
Thunderdome.
I've
John
seen
Rhubarb
that.
had like Thunderdome. Okay, I know that.
Listen, I also saw a little Thunderdome in the toy donation bin, and I'm fine with that.
Next year I want to walk
We
around.
match all the donations.
Next year I want to walk
All
around
right.
earlier. It was too hot by the time I walked
Is
around.
this Leatherneck V4, I think?
We need more volunteers next year, definitely, for inside stuff.
He's down towards the bottom.
Yeah.
Leatherneck
Inside,
V4.
inside was a little
So
tricky.
this is basically Night Force Leatherneck. He's from
okay.
2001. They started doing more dark colored guys to go along with the original Night Force guys. He doesn't have any of his weapons or guns. He came with. I just put the right era guns with him, like 2001 era guns. I don't have any of his stuff, but he's only $10, and it's a really cool version of Leatherneck because it's Night Force.
Guess what? This says a different price. $8.
Oh, $8.
Yeah.
$8.
Yeah, he's only $8.
$8.
Yeah, how dare you
Look
try
at
to
that.
charge these people?
Minnow card, vintage vehicle
What?
accessory gear.
What?
You know, if you lost your skis or your missiles for your snowcat, or if you prefer the green to the yellow, which I do, this is a.
This is a claim. Hal is claiming Leatherneck.
All right, thank you, Hal.
Which bag is Hal's? I don't want to put it in the wrong bag. Maybe it's that one. Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that called? Got it.
Vehicle accessory, vehicle gear.
So every toy line did this, and they were smart to do it because you inevitably lost your stuff, or you just wanted more of it. So like Barbie always had accessory and clothing packs. Strawberry Shortcake
Even
had
Star
berry
Wars
wear.
did it with the backpacks.
Star Wars, Star Wars did it with the you
The-
could get
the
the
Hawk
accessory
Trooper
pack, the
backpacks.
hot stuff, yeah. My Little Pony famously did it with pony wear and pony makeup. This is the GI Joe version of pony wear, I guess.
G.I. Joe pony wear.
Yes,
oh my God.
$12 on the carded vehicle gear.
Now,
pack.
let's reiterate that. That's $12 for a vintage carded.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a bite of
G.I. Joe
my
too.
apple bomb here.
I would not open it and use the accessories. I would keep it carded.
They're so good.
Next, we have a complete unbroken
Is that black?
Ram.
No, it's a ram.
The gun is not broken. The peg on the gun is not broken. The what's it called? The kickstand is not broken. Oh man, if I drop it, it might break though. So look, the peg is there. This is an unbroken Ram. Beautiful shape. How much we got on it?
$30.
$30. 100% complete. Both saddle bags. That's from 1982. 100% complete. Unbroken.
$30.
$30.
I'm really pleased, and Hal had a big part in this. I'm really pleased of how many donations we got yesterday for our food and toy drive to benefit the Hamilton Township Cares Initiative. And that's the good read for a good deed. Hal, did you even take any comics?
He said he was going to. I don't know if
Okay,
he
because
did.
the whole point of it is that you give us food for the food drive, and we give you a comic. Like, that's like the thing. Like, it's a good read for a good deed. But knowing Hal, he probably didn't even take half as many
Or he
comics as
took
he
the comics to
donated.
go donate somewhere else.
Which is also fine. That's awesome.
Because the heart in that guy is a true good heart. Speaking of 1982 complete things, 2 complete flax.
Don't give me any flack.
Well, they're going to give you flack. Both have the seats. Both have stickers. They're in good shape. I love these things.
They're
Field Light Attack Cannon.
$20 a piece. Mike, hey guys, great day yesterday. Thank you for having us. Mike, thank you for coming. You may have missed the big talk we did at the beginning of the stream, but we are going to go over it again. Just thank you so much.
Mike, the real McCoy.
$20 on each of these flats, each $20 each.
Next we have, what's this ninja's name? I always forget his name. Nunchuck. That ain't none your Chuck.
Is he on my
He doesn't have any weapons. It's just him. He's really cool looking. He got popular when they did a classified version of him. Vintage Nunchuck, I think he's $10.
He is $10, yes. Nunchuck, $10.
Yep. No weapons, but he's in good shape.
$10.
Complete.
Nunchuck.
Vintage Eel. Complete.
My hovercraft is full of those. 100% complete, $35.
You know what? $30. Deal of the day.
30 American dollars on an eel. Every time I hear that, I always make that joke.
And well, you should.
My hovercraft is full of eels. He could have been in the hovercraft. Did he drive the whale?
No.
All right.
The whale's a good guy thing. The eel is a bad guy.
I wanted to make sure he didn't because I would have been too on the nose. What else we got here?
I got an incomplete fire bat, 80 from the Terradrome, not the modern version, the vintage version, 86, I think. No missiles, no guns, no wheels, but like, it's there, if you know what I mean. It's got the canopy, it's got its stickers,
Canopy.
it's not discolored.
You just said what that was, and I completely forgot.
Fire bat.
Fire bat, $25.
So I mean,
Fire bat.
these go for a lot of money when they are complete. This is a nice incomplete one you can work on yourself to complete.
How that
$25.
makes way more sense from an actual real world perspective. That the moray would
eels.
poop out eels.
That's a moray.
I was making a Monty Python joke. It wasn't even a good one.
Next is a Dark of the Moon Ratchet from Transformers.
He is
I
so
don't know by that
ratchet.
name.
$10.
Leave a price on him, okay?
And
I wasn't
then
expecting. And then I wasn't expecting Transformers today.
Dark of the Moon Crankcase. Well, I just filled the case with
Did you
with complete
find-
versions of these.
Did you find that bag of Transformers I couldn't find?
Yeah.
They're all red.
We
hot.
saw
These
the
are
from
incomplete. They just don't have their
Transformers
guns,
in the
but
store yesterday.
they're still the bots.
Mm.
$10 each. $10 for Crankcase, Dark of the Moon, and $10 for Dark of the Moon Ratchet. If you're into these.
Dark of the Moon. Wow, that's a heck of a pile.
Anything else we want to talk about?
Are you kidding me? I have an entire pile of stuff I bought yesterday.
My sinuses have now joined my eyes in streaming.
All right, so I have a pile here of what we're going to do $3 Joes.
Okay.
All right, we can wait for a minute to do
Oh,
that.
I don't need to talk now. I mean, I can just
We should
whatever.
at least clear the roundabout now.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Let me finish my apple pie. Let's sell a few more things, and then maybe we just wrap up with me talking about all the stuff that I bought myself. And thanking our vendors and announcing the winner of the scavenger hunt. Please don't let me forget. I will forget. I'm going to write it giantly on here, and I'm still going to forget.
So coming up, $3 Joe, like Thunder Round, Lightning Round, Thunder Round, like
Lightning
I like
round.
Thunder Round. That works.
I like that too.
I like
Sounds
that.
like Thunderdome. Some of this you're going to see on Thunderdome. Some of the stuff didn't sell.
Okay, that's fine.
Take today off. Ha! No.
Who said that?
Andrew, I thought you guys would take today off. So Frank famously, after It's a Toy Show down at It's a Toy Store, would always take the day off, and the store would be closed the day after the show.
We have bills no honest man can pay.
That's not true. If we didn't have the stream, do you think we would? No. What else? What better? What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, we have no life.
That's
We're
not
not-
true. I went and saw a show today.
It's not like we're open 12 hours either.
All right, let me rephrase that. This is our life.
Yeah, I don't have another job or anything.
Oh, wait.
Thunder Round sounds like
Hold on,
a
I think I
bad
didn't
guy
get to
from
this
James
guy.
Bond.
Who? Is that Sean Fuse?
Straight arm rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Really nice shape. No bipod, and the tip of his gun is off. Like there's no tip on his gun. But he himself is in really nice. That's straight arm. That's 82 straight arm rock and roll.
Rock and roll, straight on rock and roll, no bipod, $30.
I'll do 25.
I need to write that down because that's not what you wrote here.
I know. I just reduced it.
Rock and roll, right?
Yep.
R and R. I'm gonna call him. Okay, I love pie. I think pie might be my favorite dessert. I do also really like cookies and cream ice cream, but I think pie specifically maybe
If
out.
I can't have
So,
custard, it's
We
pie
got
that
one
I
of
want.
each of their China cheesecakes. We're gonna have to like divide them up.
What
One of them
really-
is a cookies and cream,
What
so
really-
you're gonna be able to have
what,
that
What
one.
really should have happened is I should have gotten all the pie bombs and you should have gotten the cheesecakes.
Well, how about
That's
that?
not what happened.
Pie.
I
You want
did
to
not
talk about
want-
something before I go to the lightning room?
No, let's do the lightning round and then we'll just wrap up by just talking for the rest of the stream, so we don't have to worry about selling stuff. We can just chill. Does that seem fair?
Okay.
I don't want to, because I have so much to talk about. We'll be tired by the time we come up, and it's not just selfish.
I'm already
All right.
tired.
So these are all going to be $3 Joes. You got to spend 20 to get free shipping, unless you're a VIP.
And please wait until we say their name before you claim, to
So
be fair.
after I say their name is when you claim. So don't start doing it until I say his name.
Or her name. I see some ladies.
Their name.
Did I see ladies? I thought I saw ladies.
Well, you don't know how they identify.
I thought I saw Zorana, but I think it's that guy. I
You did
was
not see
mistaken.
Zorana.
I thought it was that guy.
Speaking of Zorana, I think our buddy Dave Snickers found an earring version.
Finally. I know he's been looking for one for a very long time.
Yep. A lot of people found a lot of good stuff at the show.
This is the kind of show where you find stuff that you've never been able to see, find anywhere.
Somebody bought
So go ahead.
who was it? I can't think of what turtle it was. Somebody bought it's escaped me now.
Michelangelo?
No, it wasn't one of the turtles. It was although Alicia's kids did hug the turtles. That was pretty cute.
Aww.
Somebody bought one of the turtle characters. It's one I like too, but it's one he'd been looking for a very long time, and he was super thrilled to have found it at a good price.
Cool.
Wish
That
I could
is
think of which
exactly.
character it was.
That is one of the many reasons that we do what we do. You know what? Do you have many more to set up?
Yeah.
You do. Do I have enough time to talk about one thing?
Absolutely. Have fun.
So I already said that this was my favorite thing. That was my favorite thing. But this was my actual favorite thing.
You said that too.
Oh, should I have blanked out the name? Could I just hold it by that so you can't read it, maybe? I don't want to put some. I don't want to dox some child.
I mean, it's not like her last name or her address is
it's
there.
true. All right. So, maybe halfway through the day, maybe about 11:30 or noon, a little family of folks came up, and they did look familiar. I'd definitely seen them before, and the woman who was there said, hey, sorry to be bothering you. I can see you're really busy, but I don't know if you remember us, but a little while ago, I was in, and it was my daughter's birthday, and when you found out it was her birthday, you gave her a pony as a gift, and we just wanted to thank you, and she made you this card. So this little girl hands me this card.
Oh, that's ridiculously cute.
Look at this. You guys have to see
That
this.
is criminally cute.
I'm gonna cover up her name as well as I can here. That
is
she
criminally
drew this
adorable.
little card.
She was so cute and shy about giving it to you.
She was so. I asked her if I could have a hug, and she was like so shy. She was so cute. She was wearing a Pikachu dress, which I also really love.
That's pretty
So
awesome.
check out the pony. Like, look at all the details on that
great.
thing. That's so obvious that that's what it is. Wait, there's more. Hold on. Penelope Justin, thank you for making my birthday special.
That's adorable.
So
Spelled your name right too.
Spelled my name right.
um,
Grown adults
I
can't
was
do that,
gonna
and
say
a child
exactly that.
no higher than my knee could spell my name correctly.
the one thing,
and I'm crying again.
One of the many things, let me say that, about the
Literally.
show is, it is definitely a family. You can come here as a
Yes.
family and enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like just a neck beard.
Creepy.
Yes. And not talking about anybody else's show specifically.
No.
But this is a family day where you come hang out for the day. The scavenger hunt is a perfect example.
Those are fun.
The puppy rescue is a perfect example. You don't have to come here and just be like looking for that one specific G.I. Joe from your childhood. You can come here with your kids.
So the people that normally sit in the car while whoever is the collector comes in the store,
Yeah.
those people came and had a good time.
Exactly.
And that matters so much.
It's a community event, which we're really proud of. All right, you ready? We're going to do $3 Joes. When I say the name, claim it. It's $3. Spend
Alex said it's the Fast and Furious of toy shows, to be sure.
It is. Family. It's all about family. Colonel Courage, $3.
I already forgot. Hold on. Colonel Courage.
Gung Ho V3 or 4, somewhere in there. He's the only Gung Ho, so $3. Firefly, I want to say V2. Crocmaster. Oh,
Andrew CZ claim courage.
all right, that'll be on Andrew's table in 2025.
Mallory claiming Firefly.
Thank you,
All
Mal.
you claimers, I gotta put my glasses back on.
Did I say Crocmaster?
You did.
I thought
Alright.
you did.
Um,
Claimed Crocmaster Mal.
Mercer, he's a little beat up. Schnookies. What's this
I
guy's
don't
name?
Remember him?
Jim.
What's this guy's name?
Joe.
Their names are always Jim. It's Jim.
It's Joe. G.I. Joe.
That's not how this works.
I'm gonna name him.
How's that not how this works?
His name is Rafferty the Wise.
That's a wizard name.
Yeah,
Well, he is a wizard. He's a G.I. Joe wizard.
He's not.
Oh man, this is like ninja.
Oh, that's
It might
looks
be
like
Night
a-
Creeper leader.
He looks like
I don't-
a. Never mind.
It's either. It might be Slice and no, it's not Slice or Dice.
Where's our Joe guys? Help us
It
out.
might be Night Creeper leader.
Night
Mercer
Creeper
or
leader.
Backblast.
Oh, Mercer there. You're right. Backblast right there. Thank
Not
you.
Rafferty.
Slice.
Slice.
Does he have a partner called Dice?
He does.
Oh, of course he does. I thought it
Lightfoot.
was-
Lightfoot, $3.
Is his name Gordon? Hold on, you're going too fast. I can't. Hold on.
Gordon Lightfoot, $3.
Is it the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Hal would like Mercer.
Yeah. Backblast.
It's not Slice, and it's not Creeper Leader.
All right, I don't know what it is.
Now we
Who he
know
is.
who it's
He's
not.
a freaking
I'm
ninja.
putting Slice. I don't
Nightfoot.
care.
Lightfoot, not Nightfoot.
Jack, so that's kind of lame belling. Jack claimed Slice, who's not Slice.
Thank you, Jack.
I mean, we get the idea. He looks like his name could be Slice.
We should call him.
Fast Draw. And he has his mask. That mask is worth $3 by itself.
Was there anybody between Fast Draw and Gordon?
No.
Okay.
Red Dog.
Yeah.
No, Taurus. Taurus. Red Dog's the other guy.
Mal claim fast.
Thank you.
Fast draw.
Snow out. Black blowout.
The ninja dude
Bonsai.
is Bonsai.
Oh, Bonsai, yeah. Bonsai Daniel-san!
Thank you, Keith.
I know a dog by that name. He's amazing.
Wait, hold on a second. I know this guy's name.
It's funnier if you just make one up and move on.
Is it Avalanche? I think it's
Just call him
Avalanche.
Donald and move on.
I think it's Avalanche.
It's not Avalanche, it's Snowball,
All right,
Ice Cube.
Here we have, I think this is Beachhead V2,
Hold on. Who is the snow guy?
Sub-Zero.
Snow Guy Sub-Zero.
Snow Guy is enough for me.
Hal claims Snow Guy.
That's enough for me. Thank you, Hal. Beachhead V2, I believe it's V2 Beachhead. We just had a little flash of light there.
I saw that. I wasn't sure what it was.
And Stalker V2, who's also a snow guy coming up. Mal, just so you know, Beachhead V2 is pretty loose. Just, you know. You might be able to tighten him up a
His
little
knees
bit.
wibble. Mine do too.
And Stalker
Under
V2?
that. Ugh.
What V was Beachhead?
2.
Okay.
Mal wants Stalker.
Claim Beach.
Yeah, a little late on Beachhead.
Alright, I got a
Little
couple
late
more
on
coming up, but these
Stalker.
aren't $3 guys. Just give me 1 second.
Who could you possibly be texting?
I'm not texting anybody. I'm looking up.
I love how the store looks like so cool and mysterious behind us, like dark.
The museum, somebody as they were walking around, they're like, oh, we get to go back here this time.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, surprise!
yeah, so maybe it's nice that we don't have the museum open all the time.
It's
'Cause
a-
it
no,
makes
it
it like
isn't.
special, becomes
Yeah,
a thing.
no.
Our plan is always that the museum is open during store hours because it's really just part of the store. It's not like its own place or anything. But more often than not, because we do the stream and we're lazy and I don't want to break everything down and have to bring it back out again. Because we get collections during the week and we're working on them actively. So where else are they going to go? They end up back here, and then we have the chains up.
We should
And
open the museum a little more was the vibe I was getting from people.
we
All right.
probably should.
Camera 2.
Ready for camera 2 again? Okay.
Yep. Cross Country V2. Everyone's favorite hick. Because he has that on his back.
He's not my favorite hick.
Yeah, I know. But he's popular because of that. Cross Country V2 is $16.
Selena, you have Hal's claim on Stalker highlighted.
Yeah,
Is that an
no,
accident?
No, it is an accident. I didn't intend to. Hal was a
Okay.
little bit late on Stalker.
Okay. I
Who
just wanna
claimed
make
Stalker?
sure.
Somebody did claim
Mal
Stalker.
Yes.
claimed Stalker
Yep.
Alright.
a few seconds ahead.
I just want to make sure I didn't miss something.
Andrew wants cross country. No, it's just because I highlight as I'm thinking about it, and I was thinking about it and scrolling
That's
back
right.
and making sure.
All good.
Oh,
Thank you, Andrew.
Is that Doc?
And then coming up.
Keith, cross country, aka private problematic.
Doc only has his helmet, so no stretcher and no flare gun.
No spear.
But he's still sought after. He's in nice shape. He's nice and tight. I just put a new rubber band in him.
He looks cool. He looks good. He looks well put together.
I am going to say for Doc and his helmet, 13 is a nice round number. It's a magic number. Who said that? Keith? IB79. He is probably. Listen,
Yeah.
I like G.I. Joe's, and I like him because he's a G.I. Joe.
Hal wants Doc.
I don't get
Yeah.
that people like him like because of the Confederate flag. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the reason they're after that guy.
Oh, so, like,
he's got a Confederate
So
flag.
people that only started watching Dukes of Hazzard after it became problematic.
A little
Right.
later, I'll sorry.
Got it. I feel your vibe on that.
All right, that's it for the Joes today.
Is that literally everything?
Well,
Is there no one else?
that's pretty good.
All right. I have a lot of things that I could talk about. I'm just gonna never shut up. Actually, just talk about all the things that I
Well,
bought.
I want to talk about before I check out. When you start talking about all the stuff you bought,
That
all
is
the
so
money you
rude.
spent.
You really do that? He's gonna check out live on. You guys will witness the man phone.
Witness
going on.
me. Tomorrow we're going to see.
Are we?
We better.
Why are you giving me
Going
this
to see
blank?
what?
Do you have the one with the name of the person who won?
No, I just have blank ones because we never told people what was going to be on the scavenger hunt. I want to talk about what's
We didn't-
on it.
Where's the one of the
I
winner?
have no idea. I think she still has it.
I put
What? No.
it in the notebook in the store log.
Oh,
Here, I got it. Listen,
I didn't
we
check
need-
her pictures.
What they
Her pictures were checked.
they were absolutely checked
Oh, okay, cool.
by professionals.
Sounds good. So the
She will,
winner.
Hal.
I'll wait for my wife to get back.
I'm gonna get the paper because I want to make sure.
We
that it's
had-
the right name.
Camera 1.
Why are there
There's a
ones
good
I
idea.
can't see?
We had a scavenger hunt. Now, when I say scavenger hunt, it's a kind of like an excuse to go around It's not kind of. It is an excuse to go around the toy show and find things. Listen, there's always an excuse to find things you want to collect, but maybe you don't want to spend money. Maybe you want to do it with your kid, which I saw people doing, which is awesome. And just an excuse to go into people's booths and look at their stuff, which is what we wanted to do. We wanted to drive people. We wanted to give people an excuse to go look around because it's exciting to find things. We wanted to include all of our vendors, or many of them as we could, in this because we thought it was fun. We like everybody being a part of it. So we saw people helping out younger people. Younger people are learning about this stuff. It's all a win-win because I guarantee the friend's child who won learned more about vintage toys than she ever knew in her life. She didn't know what a vintage mask item was, Kenner mask.
Well, now she does.
Well, I bet she does now.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I mean,
think it's cool.
I think it was a really fun, great idea. I'm not going to be shocked to see this happening. Just remember, we did it first. I believe we did. I mean, imagine being like New York Comic Con and doing this and driving people to people's booths. This is a fantastic idea.
It is the best
Brilliant.
idea that you have. The second best idea you've ever had. Furniture right now is your first best idea you've ever had.
That was yeah.
That was your crime.
I mean,
Okay.
no.
I've had a
Marrying,
lot of good ideas.
marrying me was the best
somewhere
idea.
along the
I've ever had.
line, the idea to let's open a toy store. That was probably a pretty good one too.
Jack saw the line of cars. That was my car club came. 2 Dodge Vipers.
Yeah.
No
big deal. Just two Dodge Vipers, not one.
Just like, and that was like only a portion of the club. I'm so glad they came in to support and hang out. I think next year we're going to add a car show across the street, like an invite only kind of car show, or my car, Dodge only kind of thing, something like that. Maybe not Dodge only because we know a lot of friends with cool cars. So we're gonna, I think we're gonna add a small car show to the event.
The pop culture cars are cool too.
Always wanted to. I think we figured out how.
Fantasia, we started. It's very expensive to trademark things. It's at least $500. It's a lot of money that I could be using to spend to buy GI Joes.
And it's like $500, and then like $100 every couple years or something.
It's $500, and then it's $500 every 5 years for 15 years.
So it's like that means $100 a year. We're not Disney.
It's
we
a lot.
can't just trademark it. We want to, and we want to lock these things in because we like our ideas, and we don't want people like building their what's the word? Their property, their brand
Yeah.
on the hard work that we've done because we work hard.
New Vancouver.
You know what? We work. I'd like to say we work harder than most people who do this. Not everyone,
I mean, I don't want to be so presumptuous to say that.
but we
live this.
we sure do. Anyway.
2 o'clock in the morning, I'm on my phone doing toy crap.
Anyway, one of the I want to just go down the list right here real quick. Take photos on your phone of or with the following. Right? And there's 50 items in the scavenger hunt. The winner got 49 of 50.
Yes. And the only reason the winner did not get all 50 is because the 50th item on the list did not appear in his Ghostbuster suit.
I'm going to call Lou about that.
I'm starting to think you feel some type of way about Lou because anytime he comes around, all I see is you leaving the room.
I don't think Lou and Justin get along.
Tucker was one of the items.
Tucker was
Did
on
people
the
come and
list.
take pictures of or with Tucker?
Yes, Tucker got a lot of attention.
Any pictures with or just ofs?
Ofs, mostly.
Okay. Your barbecue lunch from Molly Q.
I would love to see the winners, I would love to see an album of the winners' submissions.
Well,
I want to
announce
see
the
them
winner
all.
and we'll ask the parents if we
Right
can.
now, are you ready?
Yeah.
How do we make this more dramatic?
Music.
Amelia is the winner! Congratulations, Amelia! Amelia, you killed it. You got 49 out of 50 items. You got
She
more,
wore herself out and then
did.
had to come sit in the air conditioning
yeah,
afterward.
you got more items than anyone else who submitted.
She also wore out her father and Lenny Bianchi.
I mean, it's a win-win for everybody.
Congratulations, Amelia.
Congratulations, Amelia.
Lenny was doing his own
Yes.
and then started helping
And then
Amelia.
it's like, why? I think he was so why am I even going to bother? This kid is definitely going to beat me. She did.
So
she was
Alex
awesome.
was here. Her father volunteered and is a great friend of the store. And he's my head writer in the writers' room. So he was here at like 5 a.m. helping me, helping us get
Helping us
everybody.
get everything ready for the show.
So then he goes and sits in his wife's booth to
Yeah.
relax,
Yes.
and all of a sudden he's running around with Amelia, taking pictures of everything.
What I didn't think of, and what was great, was that I saw other vendors who had kids, and the kids were all doing, like, everybody was doing the scavenger
It was
hunt,
really cool for the young people.
Yes.
Now that most of them probably needed help from some older people.
which is something we didn't consider.
No, but I like the idea because Amelia just learned about this vintage stuff.
Yeah.
We're kind of like trying to keep the collectors alive.
This was a fantastic idea. What are some more other things we have on the list? And so we actually wanted to call out some vendors.
Lenny's all excited that she won.
Listen, Amelia, you killed it. You and Lenny and
Here's your
Alex and
bug.
everybody who helped you,
Here's a
you did a
sidekick.
fantastic job. And I legitimately feel bad that Lou Vancouver wasn't here and you couldn't finish your whole
A
list.
Hulk action figure, Incredible or Hogan.
That's my
That was
joke.
great.
I would like to
That is my
know
joke.
what Amelia got. Whether it was
I think it was an Incredible. I could be. I listen. It was a blur. We went over everything to make sure it was all on the up and up, and I honestly do not recall.
Ripley the Raptor, our life-size
top of my head.
raptor outside.
My Little Pony. That was a good one.
A Millennium Falcon. We were not specific.
No, and I'm glad we weren't because some things were more specific than others.
Oh, your Farpoint store receipt dated today. Did Alex buy something? Or did Amelia buy
Amelia
something?
did. She bought a Pez dispenser.
That wasn't what we were trying to do. But
How fun is that?
that is well, give and take. I feel bad that I took her money and made
Andrew
put her
just-
name on the list.
I did it on purpose because
Andrew just made a concise. He just boiled this down to
He
what
did.
I like.
Go ahead and
Getting your kids into it is like getting a chance to experience it again for yourself like it's new. Wow.
And he would know because his son loves Star Wars as much as he does.
We have,
Yeah.
we have that in common. His son's big thing is Hoth.
Yeah.
That's mine too.
Your favorite Flamin' Flagon scented candle. Flamin' Flagon was here with her Farpoint collab.
So some of this stuff is very specific.
yeah.
A Gauntlet game for NES.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where she found that.
Probably in the case because we made sure there was one in there.
Anywhere we're in the case for a while.
There were a few things like Waldo was on the list.
A
Where
toy
was he?
of
I
a
didn't find
food
him.
mascot. What did she picture for that? I want to make an album of the scavenger
I
hunt.
would
Where was Waldo?
Alex, we need the pictures.
if we can make that happen.
We're gonna make an album of the scavenger hunt.
So my favorite thing on the list, and I'm really glad that this worked out. We decided we knew he was going to come at some point. As a joke, we put a selfie with Paul Brown on the list. And right at the end of the show, Amelia managed to snag a selfie. I saw her doing it with him, like trying to do a selfie. She used an actual camera
That was great.
to do this.
It wasn't
too.
a phone. It was an
wasn't a
actual.
phone.
I
It
saw
was an
her
actual digital camera.
standing to
I
the
loved
side,
it.
and I was talking to Brian at Blue Meanie, and she
Yeah.
was taking a picture of Brian. And I was looking at him, I was like, "You're a
You're a scavenger.
you're a scavenger
item.
hunt item." That was so much fun.
And then you went over and beat her up and took her $20. No, I'm kidding.
That was great.
I was
Yes.
just discussing how we can get them. Amelia was taking pictures with her old secondhand digital camera.
I'm sure that there's
If
a
you
way.
need
There's a
memory
card
card,
on it, we
Alex,
can
I
plug
have
it into
Yeah,
something.
there's
Alex,
a way.
I have a ton
we'll
of
figure
them.
it
A
out.
Star Trek Mego.
That was a good one.
I don't even. I mean, I
We
didn't
have
walk the
one in the
booths.
case.
Oh.
We did a good mix of things that the point of a scavenger hunt was not, although Amelia did, was not the point to get everything on the list necessarily.
Well, she was here all day. She trapped here all day.
Yeah, the point was to get as many items as you could and to be the person who got the most. So we put some things on here. Maybe
A
someone.
toy she once owned as a child.
She is a child.
I
it's
know,
fine.
but she's also had Transformers.
They have
and
past,
stuff.
they have past childhoods.
We wanted to put some things that, again, I totally got derailed. What was I just about to say? Oh, we wanted some specific things that we knew we would have here in the store. But then we also wanted to have some more general things that hopefully some vendors would have. The idea being that you would go around and see all the different vendors. And we tried to make that happen, especially, we actually put some specific vendors on the list. Folks that we knew would have specific items that we could call out to folks to actually go and look at. Like your barbecue, Muppet stuff we talked about, the Blue
Miss
Moon.
Rivvy's Racks. We try to include
Yeah.
so many people. We definitely included the people who have sponsored Barter Towns.
Yes, and
People
and
you've heard of here.
Yeah, folks that we knew would have stuff, specific stuff. This was a win. This was great, not just for Amelia who actually won, but as a thing, this was definitely a win. It was a very cool experience. It was really fun watching people getting into it and like helping each other, like Lenny and Amelia. It was really cool. Amelia, you won a $50 gift certificate to Farpoint.
That's a lot of
$50
toys.
bucks.
That's real money.
I
for
mean,
a
you might
little
want to split
kid.
some of that with your dad or Lenny.
No, don't listen to them. Don't
I
listen to
love
him.
the idea of the scavenger hunt. I'm really glad we did it.
I'm
I was
very
not.
glad we did it. It was
I didn't
really
realize
cool.
that young people were going to be the ones that really take part in it.
It's funny that I didn't even, like, our demographic is not normally kids, which is funny because we're a toy store. I don't want to say I didn't think a kid would do it, but I'm the fact that people were helping and like learning about stuff. It put a whole new level to it that I hadn't even considered.
And it's something you can do with your kid,
Yeah.
which I did not consider that either. I thought it was going to be
A bunch of
Andrew
bearded
Tchaikovsky
old
doing it. You know
men.
what I mean? Or you know, Alex himself.
So yes, this was definitely a win. You will definitely see this again next year at its toy
Yes,
show.
Dan, the toy hunt was way better than the in-person Bartertown. I do not believe we will be doing an in-person Bartertown again.
If
Hey,
we
that's how you try
do,
out some ideas.
if we do, I will not be part and parcel of that.
But we will definitely do. The scavenger hunt is definitely going to be a
was-
mainstay.
I was inside. I have plausible deniability.
It
We
was
need to-
also fun thinking things up for those.
That was fun.
We need to think of a new phrase for the term scavenger hunt, where it's like a toy show scavenger hunt.
Collectors.
Yes.
Something
We
with
need to think of our
collectors
own name
Collector's
for it.
checklist.
We need to think of our own name
That's
for it,
thought
something
of.
like that. Something with more punch.
Yeah.
Alex, get on that.
You know, I think
Um,
collector's checklist is pretty punchy. It's got the C and
I
the
like
C.
the collectors.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually
but
pretty good.
I,
We have a year. We'll play around.
We have 362 days. 362 days. Yeah. I'm gonna change that sign and leave it up all year.
Good.
Yeah.
My eyes hurt.
We have a sign in the store that says this many days until it's toy show.
so, what'd you get this year?
An
Me?
in-person Thunderdome.
Oh, I need you to clear
Get on a
off the
plane, Jack.
roundabout.
Say the day.
I need you to listen. We got Selena. We haven't done
Jack,
any
start.
segments.
This whole
Start
starts
saving money
spread in the
for your
news.
plane next year.
This whole Bartertown has been a segment.
drive
I don't wanna
across
hear from
country.
It
segments.
has been. Let's do the.
Oh, Tara.
Go find them.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Tara, you win the
Wow,
internet.
that's pretty
Go
good.
find them.
That was great.
Wow, that's
Go
pretty
find them.
good.
Ugh.
We say go find one all the time.
Yeah.
That's
Go
pretty
find
good.
them.
All right. I love it. I love it. I'm writing that one down.
Ugh.
I bought. Okay.
It could even be go find one, because you're just finding one of the items.
Yeah.
The go find one scavenger
Go
hunt.
find one. Go find it. Go find them.
Just
Yeah.
Tara, just like using our phrase in there is perfect. We might be able to do that.
Go find one. Yeah.
The go find one scavenger
I
hunt.
can't believe that we didn't think of that.
Well, that's why we have the best
yes,
VIP drill.
this
Tara,
is why
thank
there's
you.
so many great people around us. So Justin
Uh-oh.
only bought stuff for the store yesterday
Yeah. And you guys just bought it from us today.
because Justin is a responsible, hardworking.
Whoa, whoa, don't give me more credit than I deserve.
Justin is
Gonna
a
ruin his
responsible,
reputation.
hardworking adult.
You're gonna ruin his
His
reputation.
wife, however, is a collector of things, and I can't not buy stuff. So I'm doing my thing. Like we're doing, getting the store ready. Like so, the store opened at 8. The show opened at 8 for VIPs. Normally, every time we've ever done this show, it started at 9 a.m. I am not an early riser. Even though starting at 9 a.m. still means we get up early. 9 o'clock is my time. Well, this year we decided, as another perk of being a VIP, that we were going to let VIPs in an hour early. We've never done that before. So while I'm getting the store ready for VIPs at 8 a.m., my walkie-talkie goes off. Shh, shh, Penelope, there's Dungeons and Dragons out here. Drop everything, run outside. Because last year, famously, there was a collection of D&D stuff outside that I totally missed. So I wasn't letting it happen again. Rush outside. Heck yeah, there was a collection of D&D outside. Are you ready?
Ugh.
I have so many things here to talk about. I have so many piles. This is so much awesome stuff. Okay. I need more easels, maybe. Hopefully these will stand up on their own.
So I want to talk about. So I didn't really hunt yesterday. I didn't want to spend a ton of money for the store or for myself, and I know I could have. So what happened is my money got blown pretty early anyway because this is I owe it. I believe it was Mike Rivera, as one of the vendors was pulling onto the lot. Mike noticed in his passenger seat this box and was like, "Yo, man."
There's a night boomer.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was Mike.
I am pretty sure it was Mike. I was
And
there.
'cause
I'm pretty
and
sure
what's
it was
funny
Mike.
now is Mike's like, "Well, how much more is it?" he
He could have bought it.
he was like, "There's a night boomer in that
Now
guy's
that's a
seat."
real friend.
Yeah.
Would show you the night boomer and then buy
So
it
I
from
immediately
you.
went after the guy.
Literally, Justin's like,
And it was a regular. I forget who it was. Maybe it was Ryan Fair. I forget who it was. So anyway, I said how much we made a deal for that and these Joes, and his stuff sat there for the rest of the day. But because that was such a cool score, I didn't walk around and like I walked around and talked to people and like looked lightly at the booths, but I didn't go shopping because I knew I'd want to buy stuff for myself
yeah.
or the
Why
museum
didn't you,
or
though?
the store because I guess I'm an adult.
You are an adult. I am not an adult. I am a child. Selena, go to camera 2. You have to get the toy that was your nickname in high school.
Oh, Night Boomer. Yeah.
Night Boomer. So
Night Boomer Esiason.
a gentleman last year, we actually bought from him last year a great Star Wars collection. Now these were his when he was a kid. These are box sets of AD&D miniatures. My collection is pretty extensive already. I want all of them though, and there are lots of different box sets. I got 4 from him that I did not previously have. I've got this one, which is...
So she doesn't buy like me. She only bought what she needed. I would have bought his entire table and then sold the rest and tried to make up
Send him
some of
home.
what
You know, I considered it, but then I thought to myself, you know what? His prices were good enough that I had no problem buying for myself, and I could have made a couple bucks buying, you know. And especially he gave me a great deal. Thank you. Part of the point of this show is that people come here and they find cool stuff and they want to come again.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I could have been greedy. I could have been a flipper or whatever. I mean, that's what I do. You know, I do buy toys and sell toys.
It's kind of why the show's free though, because we get to shop.
It is a little bit why the show is free, but I didn't.
You want listen? D&D stuff is so rare to come by.
It is.
You wanted somebody to walk around
I
and
did.
find it,
And people
just not find it before you.
exactly.
Yes.
I'm fine with people finding things, but I'd like to find them first. So this is a cool. It's just like a mixed
So
set
I
of
said,
figures.
Boo boo to doo doo.
You
there's
messed it up
D&D.
because you're doo doo and I'm boo boo.
There's D&D back here by the garage, and she was like, "I'm on my way."
I'm on it.
Yep.
Dan spent more than he made. We did. We
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
We haven't.
Dan gave away
years.
more than he sold.
Really?
Every kid he came up, he gave them
No.
a diecast
Oh,
thing.
that is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are these thieves? What are these? Are those thieves? I can't read it. That's the thief set, and it's just a set of miniatures, and they're all thieves. These are all
You open these
halflings.
boxes, right?
Did I open them?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, I don't know.
They're all complete except this one. This one is very incomplete, but I actually have the mini that goes in it.
And listen, the boxes are rarer than the
The
minis.
boxes, dude, look how nice these boxes are.
They're gorgeous.
Look at the art. The art, the art is odd. It's not your typical D&D art. Like, it's not your Jeff Easley. It's not your Larry Elmore. Because these were Grenadier brand, they got Grenadier artists to do the art. So they're just sort of like more generic artists. I guess you
Let
could
me ask you
say.
a question. These were because that guy had 2 people at his booth. The Star Wars guy I bought from. Were these the other guy that was with him? These were his.
These were his when he was a kid. He painted these when he was 13 years
Did
old.
you ask him if he had more D&D books or any kind of?
He brought all of his stuff
Okay.
that he had left. I didn't need any of his books. So I left them all there, and when I went back later in the day to give him his money, because I pulled this stuff, put it aside, and said, "Let me make a couple dollars before I pay you." And when I came back later, some of his books had sold, and some of them hadn't.
Did he make you a deal when he put all this together?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Oh heck yeah.
All right.
But that's not all I got from him. There's more. Don't worry. Hold on. I'm a sucker for anything D&D. I'm to the point now with my book collection that I really need to start going with more peripheral stuff, which is kind of why I'm more into the minis and stuff now. What else did I get from him? Oh, it's underneath.
She bought a lot for herself.
I really did, and you know what?
She kept coming up and like dipping into our funds.
I did it to Kevin. Dan was there, and Dan saw. I kept running up and going, "Daddy, Kevin, can I have $10, please?" Because I felt like a little kid asking Dad for money.
Kevin Grant killed it, man. I'm glad he's part of our family now. He stood out there all day, and
Kevin
it's so
sweltered outside,
And
set up his own table, ran our table
He
as
is-
well.
really good with people.
I love Kevin Grant. Kevin, if you're watching, if you're not watching, we love you. You're amazing. These are Dungeon Master screens, vintage,
GameStop did not deserve him,
80s. Well, that's why he doesn't work there
and he
anymore.
didn't deserve GameStop.
These are Dungeon Master screens from the 80s. Just look at how freaking awesome these are, man. I am just over the moon with these. I don't own these. Well, I do now. I didn't at the time. How cool are these, man?
How many
The
DM
art.
screens are there? There must gotta be tons, right?
They every edition had their own version.
Is that like Faco numbers on the back? Like what are the
I don't
reference
think
numbers?
there's Faco on this. This is first edition. There's no Faco.
Oh, jeez.
There's no Faco in
These
the
are
first
early.
edition. Yeah, these are early 80s. This one's from 81. That's your classic DMG.
Oh yeah.
That's your classic art there of the Efreet statue.
That's the cover of one of the DMGs. They're one of the very, very early ones.
The,
Yep.
the first.
Yep.
Yeah. Or is it the Player's Handbook?
Player's Handbook.
Yeah, it's
Is
the
it?
Player's
I thought it
Handbook.
was a
cover.
DMG.
Now I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure it's a
How
DMG.
beautiful is that
Chris's
art?
DMG looked like that.
I can never keep it straight. I just know that I love it.
Lenny knows.
I love this dude. Look at that art.
That's classic.
That is absolutely beautiful. And what's really cool is that that's the same statue from the other piece of art, just from a different angle. There's something about vintage D&D that I just absolutely love. And he threw this in for free, which I thought was really sweet.
What is it?
It is a 1984 Dungeons and Dragons Realms of Wonder calendar by Tim Hildebrandt.
Oh wow! I
Wow.
haven't read it.
What year is that going to be relevant again?
You can go to what year is mycalendargood.com, I think. Dude, how cool is that? What a great. That's just great. All right, should I keep going? I bought a lot more stuff.
Does everybody want to see what she bought for herself?
Well, that's fun part of it. It's
Her
called
haul?
it's
Yeah,
called
what's
what we saw at It's a Toy Show, right? It's not called. I don't know.
I want to go home and take some allergy meds.
So, Oddball Vintage, Lori from Oddball Vintage was here.
Ugh.
She also, in addition to running Oddball Vintage as its chief cook and bottle washer, she also does have her own booth there, and she does run her own business called Cutie Pie Kitsch. She does all kinds of custom jewelry, handbags, bags, and like other fun accessories, and she also does like upcycled and retro type stuff. I saw this at her booth, and I had to have it. 10 coolness points to anyone who knows who that is. It's not Elvira. You lose points if you think it's Elvira. She walked so that Elvira could run. She's from Plan 9 from Outer Space. This is a fantastic little bag. Lori would not let me pay her for that. She just gave it to me.
That's cool.
She's such a sweet lady. I absolutely love her. Yes, Vampira. Andrew gets 10 coolness points. It's just a little cute. I love bags. It's just a little cute bag for my crap. I love
the bag
bags.
was
You would love that.
It's so cool. I love Vampira. I love Plan 9 from Outer Space. I love Lori. It's just great all around. This is cool. I'm not really a horror guy, but I bought all like horror stuff
Yeah,
yesterday.
why did you get that?
Because first of all, it says Frankenstein Place. It's like a little like fake road sign. In Rocky Horror Picture Show, the song "Over at the Frankenstein Place," and I thought it was funny. Like that's not how they meant it, but I took it like that, so I thought it was funny. I want to hang this at the front. There's already a Simpsons street sign,
Yeah.
so I just started a thing. We're gonna start doing street signs all around the counter.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So Chris Lamont and his fantastic family were here yesterday. I love this thing. How cool was that? It's just weird and cool, and I like weird and cool crap. Chris is a great dude. He made it a point to come out to the show. Chris, family, thank you so much for coming out. You had a lot of great stuff. I hope you did well. Thank you for the sign. Are you guys sick of me talking about the stuff that I bought? Because I'm not going to stop until somebody gets sick of me. I had to have this. It's so weird. It's a notebook, but it's
cool.
King Tut, but it's a notebook. Why did I buy this? I don't know. It was amazing. I had to have it. It's just so cool. It's just so freaking cool. I love weird
King
crap.
Tut.
It's just cool. I love weird crap.
He's my favorite hunky.
Speaking of Jim Peta,
So there will be a
How beautiful
Clash of the
this
Titans
is.
lunchbox available in the future on a future Bartertown because Penelope is upgrading.
I do already own one. This one has a thermos, and I think honestly this one might be nicer than the one in my collection currently. So I need to dig it out of storage and compare them, and then eventually I will have one of these up. Probably I'll try to do it by next week.
Speaking of Oddball, Andrew went there after coming here one day,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What's over there?" I was like, "It's all basically stuff we have here. It's just a small case, just kind of showcasing what we have."
Yeah.
And he sent me a picture of an X-Men comic, the first Jubilee. He was like, "Why are you holding out on me?"
You didn't tell me. Oh, it's just some stuff. It's just a little stuff, and there's a first Jubilee over there. And meanwhile, you're just like so chill about it. What else? All right, so I want to shout out to a VIP, Freddie Bravo. Great guy, fantastic family, really cool folks. Long time VIP, old OG.
Yeah.
I had no idea that he cared about Dungeons and Dragons in the least. I know he liked Dune because he gave us that Dune piece.
Freddie
before.
is an '80s.
Yeah.
Just like most of us are, like Andrew and Jack, we're, just an 80s aficionado. Like Mark, we're all definitely cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
You.
So I got from Freddie.
Oh my God.
Dude, I had never even seen this before.
That looks newer. That's
It's-
90s, isn't it?
It is late 90s. So you might have to go to camera one for this. So this is... They started doing, and they did it in the past. Original D&D had the basic box sets and all that stuff. The idea with this set is that you could buy it and you have everything in one box to start playing D&D right away. Like it's a starter set.
Mountain Dew?
Doritos?
Doritos?
No, there's no Mountain Dew.
Virginity?
What?
Sorry,
I resemble that. Right?
PG-13.
Excuse me. They did. So they started for original Dungeons and Dragons. So that's gross. Stop. They can still hear you when you pretend to whisper on the stream. So the first D&D thing you could ever buy was a box set. The idea being that everything you needed was in the box. And then later on, they did the red box, which just has that famous dragon on it, with the contentious fighter. Again, the idea being that you could buy it and start playing. And then they kind of like second edition at first didn't really do anything like that. And then they got the idea, let's start. So they started doing these like beginner sets, or like you'll see with Dragon Quest, which I'll talk about in a minute. Let's give them a board game to kind of segue them into playing the game, because it's a little more complicated than a regular board game. A lot more rules and stuff like that. This is one of the last things that was produced by TSR before they became Wizards of the Coast. It is a late 90s, I'm going to say 1999. I don't want anybody to mansplain that I'm wrong. Yep, 1999. This is one of the last things that TSR produced before they became Wizards of the Coast. The idea with this is that you could buy it, and again, everything you needed was right in the box to play the game. Everything you need included. The great Larry Elmore Dragonlance art on the back. I didn't even know this was a thing, and I just found it sitting on his table, and I was like, "You've been holding out on me, Freddie. What? You have D&D stuff? You didn't tell me." I bought all the D&D stuff that he had. I went back twice and bought every D&D thing that he had.
So you bought some and you were like, okay, I need to go back for the rest.
No, I bought some and didn't see all of it. And when I went back again, I was like, "You brought more stuff out. You didn't tell me." He's like, "It was sitting right there. What do you mean?" Andrew, I could choke myself because I didn't see it at your table. I was inside when you were setting up. I didn't see you come in. I saw someone else walking around with that, and I literally confronted them. I was like, "Where did you get that? Where did that come from?"
You have it?
No. That's the one thing I didn't get yesterday that I saw someone else with and made me a little sad. It's okay. I'll live somehow.
Who'd you see with it? Tell me it was a dealer.
I better not have been.
It wasn't like a dealer we know, though.
It was somebody who walked around and then left, so I don't know. It was not...
But it wasn't a dealer we recognized.
If it was someone I knew, I would have walked up to them and said, "What do you want for that?" Because I don't have it.
Right.
So you go back to camera 2. D&D 80s board game. This is another awesome board game, Dragon Quest. It's from the producers of just like the other one. It's TSR, just from the producers of Dungeons and Dragons. Again, the idea being...
I love that art, man.
Dude,
There's a reason
so
I have
great.
like 5 dragons tattooed on me and over,
this is Jeff Easley. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, that's an Easley. As a matter of fact, that might be Dritz Dorden on the cover there.
Who do you think this guy was inspired by? He was obviously like a D&D.
I'm not sure. I mean,
is
Jeff
that like
Easley...
if you had to name somebody's dragon
Jeff Easley.
style?
Jeff
yeah,
Easley.
Easley dragon.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff Easley invented dragons, basically. So the idea of Dragon Quest, it's a lot like Hero Quest and the other one that TSR did, what's it called? Dragon Strike. It's a lot like Dragon Strike. The idea is that it's sort of a segue into D&D. You play a board game, you get used to miniatures, and then later on you eventually start playing with paper. I had a copy of this. I bought it on eBay. It was supposed to be 100% complete. When I got it, it was not 100% complete, and I sent it back, and I never bought another one. This one's not complete. They often don't have the minis because they were metal minis, and they went well with D&D. But for what Freddie gave it to me for, I could not say no. I'm so glad I finally have a copy of Dragon Quest in my collection, so thank you, Freddie. That is so cool. Are you guys sick of hearing me talk about all the stuff I bought yet? Because there's way more.
I like it. Way more?
Dude, look at this pile. Have you seen this?
What did you spend?
Like $7,000. Also from Freddie, are you ready? This is probably the best thing that I got
I just
yesterday.
want to go home. My allergies are killing me.
Your sister's fading.
She is fading, I can tell. I'll shut up at any point. You want me to shut up? She's nodding. She wants me to shut up. Okay, I'm going to say one more thing. Go back to camera 1. I am so ecstatic. I finally have a copy of Dark World. I never wanted to buy it online because it's so heavy. There's so much in there. In the same vein as Dragon Strike and Hero Quest, it's just a giant... It comes with all kinds of paper pop-ups that you put together to make like a 3-dimensional thing, like a dungeon to go through. I've never bought one online. I knew one day I'd eventually find one at a show or somewhere where somebody would bring one in like they did with Dark Tower. I am ecstatic that I finally got a copy of Dark World.
Congratulations.
So I really cleaned up at Freddie's table. I got all of his D&D stuff. I'm most excited, I guess, about this copy of Dark World because it's a very hard to find game. It's usually missing a lot of pieces. It is missing the die, but it's just a standard die. Not a big deal at all. Freddie, I don't know if you're watching. Thank you again for this awesome thing, and you gave me a fantastic deal, so thank you. I'm very stoked about Dark World. Selena, can I finish? I only have a few things
Yeah,
left.
finish your pile.
All right. Speaking of board games, I got a few other board games. I don't know where they're all going to go because I'm literally out of room. Chris and Muppet Stuff had this Care Bear board game. I don't think it'll fit on camera one, so camera two is not going to bother. It's the Warm Feelings Care Bear board game. It's sort of like a Chutes and Ladders style, like little kid. You don't have to learn to read to play or any of that stuff. It was at his table, and I said, Chris, if that's still at your table at the end of the day, I want it, and it was. So I got it from him. I just love board games. I love the 80s. It was a no-brainer. At the end of the day, a gentleman, Jim, came up to me and said, listen, I heard you collect board games. I saw your museum. I have these 2 board games. Someone gave them to me. I want to pass them on to you. And we don't normally take donations, but I said, listen, I will accept these under the caveat only because you are trying to pay it forward because someone paid it forward to you. And I will put them in the museum so that you can come and visit them anytime you want. The Babysitter's Club, classic 80s board game based on the Fantastic book series. And I'm going to sound like a broken record. Sweet Valley High, the board game, fantastic 80s board game based on a great...
I thought you had that one already.
I do not. I do now.
What am I thinking of?
I want to give Hal a shout out. Hal is the person who told the dude, hey, if you're going to just throw those out or give them away, you should give them to Penelope and she'll put them in the museum. So thank you. Yes, Andrew, yes, that is exactly the board game that you sold to someone who wasn't me. I'll try to forgive you. I don't know if I'll get over it, but I think I'll be okay. And the last thing that I bought yesterday, they're already in my fancy little case here. I have to bring them out again.
Fancy little case.
The Crystal Bus was here.
Oh yeah, you got a Care Bears board game, didn't you?
I did. I talked about it
Oh.
already. You were on front of your nose. I have a cute little case for all my really fancy dice.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Right? Isn't this cute?
I didn't know you owned that.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, you have to keep. Listen, these are like made of actual precious gemstones.
So back in the day when I started recollecting toys, 20 years ago, when probably first I moved in together, there'd be stuff that would appear here and there, and she'd be like, "Where'd that come from?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I had it," and I feel that's what's happening. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I've always had it. It's fine. I got it from Temu, actually. I'm just embarrassed to admit that. So the Crystal Bus was here. Mal and Dave from Phase Arcana were here. And once again, they brought fantastic gaming dice. Selena, go to camera too. I don't want to pull them all out because they're already in their little bins here. I got a set of Green Adventurine. These are so beautiful. Look at these.
Green Adventurine.
Yeah. That's what that one is. These are, I think there's some sort of jasper. Don't quote me on that. I am a crystal dilettante. Dan, you're fine. I am the one with the problem. You're good. You're fine.
Dan, she collects collections.
Don't be rude.
One collection, 2 collection.
So the green set is regular size, and the little set is mini, which I think is really cute. And then because Mal is Mal and she's so sweet, she threw in another mini set for me, and they're just like different. They're not all the same stone. They're all different stones, and I think that's cool. This one's like quartz. Her prices are absolutely fantastic. Her stuff is awesome. Thank you, Mal, for the gifts and also for the awesome dice. Andrew said life is too short, buy the games. I bought all the things yesterday. I definitely spent too much money, and I do feel slightly bad about that. But, you're right. Life is too short, buy the games. I think that's it.
Well,
Is that everything? That can't be everything.
I am not going to go for ice cream now
What?
because I had a pie bomb and your sister's about to die.
I guess that's true. Jennifer, Dan, there's a club for that. It's called Far Point Bartertown.
Yes, we supply all the collectors.
We do. We
I'm
are.
debating whether I want ice cream
Jen,
or
I want to thank my club real quick because Jen just reminded me. First, Dan was here; he signed up, but like Jen and Bill and eight or other people from the club came by with their cars.
It meant a
And
lot.
the car club has nothing to do with the toy store.
Yeah, it's. I mean, listen, the two go together well. And someone in the club actually said that it was cool that the show was at a place where something was happening.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's not just. Not that there's anything wrong with like a
But
restaurant
a car show, well, no, that's
Sleep at
that's
Good Time
the same vibe. There's something to go do. But sometimes a car show is just a parking lot
Yeah.
where we sit in the parking lot on our we just stare at each other in our cars, which is fine. I wouldn't be in the club if I didn't like spending time around these people.
Of course.
But like, it's really cool if there's some other stuff to do, and
Yeah.
people like browsing the shop, in the store, which was
Even
super
a
cool.
Jeep Compass showed up.
I did see a Jeep Compass. I was about to go tell that person to move, but it turns out that they're in the club, and it's a Jeep. So
I was going to say a Jeep. A Dodge is a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Your car club doesn't need a Volkswagen.
Currently
Beetle
in said
mascot?
restaurant.
Yes.
Please tell everyone at the Black Olive we said hello. I wish I was there. I could use a pork roll and cheese sandwich right now.
Look at that.
The Black Olive in Vineland is a phenomenal restaurant. It's like better than a diner, but they do diner like breakfast, lunch, dinner, the whole vibe.
I forgot when we were doing the announcement about It's a Toy Show. There's a copy paste. So let's talk about the toy show one more time.
All right.
Slam, there's a copy paste. Can you copy paste for me?
Possibly.
There's actually 2 copy pastes together. So
See, and
we're
I
gonna
am
have
not
to-
brave enough to take on the show.
Is it just one
Rob
line?
Fane would have just parked his truck with our
Uh-huh.
club,
Okay.
his big old Chevy.
All right, there you go.
So
This is, you can put up the splash one more time. We have, for those of you that just tuned in, we have already launched next year's It's a Toy Show. Please follow the link and RSVP ASAP. We will open vendor signups.
in a couple months.
I mean, I wouldn't do it until the fall.
No, because
or
nobody has any idea what
Christmas.
life. We know we'll be
Yeah.
here. We don't know where life is going to take most of the vendors. We're going to open it up like we did last year after the Christmas time.
January.
Yeah.
yeah.
Again, pre-existing vendors, like previous vendors, and VIPs get
VIPs.
first dibs. We'll make
Yes.
sure it's all good. But we want to announce the show now.
Yes. Just to make it extra clear that anybody else who decides to have a show the same day is
On the same road,
Not
almost in
having
the same township, basically.
appropriate, same county, not having appropriate etiquette.
Yeah.
And another thing in regards to the show that I would like to talk about, I would once again like to thank Mike and crew at Blunt Force Consulting. Slam, there's another copy paste when you have a moment.
Where
When
is
you're
it?
not drying your eyes. It's in the
I'm
same.
sorry, they're streaming.
I'm not calling you out. I'm being legitimate. It's that. Thank you again to Blunt Force Consulting. There is a chance that this show may not have happened if we did not have a sponsor.
Well, we went over our overhead for it yesterday, and our overhead is pretty intense for a free show.
And this is one of the reasons why we thought maybe in the past we had considered not having the show anymore. And that's sort of the real difference between here and in Richland, where Frank had his show. We have to have an insurance policy for the parking lot. We have to have also overhead. Everything.
But I'll tell you what, Memorial Day, Frank started the show in June, July. It moved to Memorial Day when he was down in Richland. He became partners with us, closed the store in Richland, and when he became partners with us, the show started down here. We continued it in Labor Day weekend, and if we stop doing it, other people are going to take the show. And I got to tell you something.
Never happening.
From my cold, dead hands,
I will
you get this show?
I will continue to do It's a Toy Show until I am on my deathbed, and that is not hyperbole. No, Frank entrusted us with his legacy, and I take that very seriously. And it sounds morbid, like
And we
he's
put
dead.
a lot of work into it.
We inherited his legacy, which is one thing, and since we did that, we have added even more, done a lot of work, and I will be goddamned if anybody's going to come in and grab it up and pretend that they were doing
Especially,
it.
I mean,
or
listen,
it should have been them, or
If
whatever.
our show was
Not
half-assed
happening.
and sucked, and you know what I mean?
Not fucking happening.
It's too
Yeah, it's
good.
not like
It's
the-
too
It's too good.
I'm not giving it up.
And it's too good because of all you. Thank you all for coming, supporting,
Yes.
posting your haul videos.
Please
even
continue
if
to
you're
do
not
so.
local, even if you're just liking pictures, Jack and the Kimsies,
The algorithm is
Yeah.
is
We
improved by
appreciate
all of your engagement.
all of you. We are you. We are you. If you understand what I'm saying, we
I
are
like that.
we are nothing without you guys. So we appreciate you all so much.
How are we gonna? Are we literally gonna thank every single one of these vendors? I really want to.
No, we'll make a typey post about that.
I can't just read them out loud.
No, it's good. Dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy list.
There's only 3 pages.
It's a lot of vendors.
You
We'll
know
do a
what? I
typey
should have
thing.
done a scroll.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
have time.
Well, we'll do it next week. Thank you all. It's been a great Bartertown. See you next. Next Saturday is Thunderdome VIPs.
Yes.
So be ready for that. We had to postpone it because yesterday there's no way we're doing the Thunderdome after the show.
Absolutely
Next
not.
Saturday's Thunderdome. Next Sunday's another Bartertown. This week is a week.
I believe that's Motley Q confirming that they'll be here next year.
Yeah.
Chris, oh my God. Chris, we appreciate you. We appreciate that you chose our show to launch your truck, and we love where you've taken what you do. Award-winning barbecue.
Chris, was this the first time you sold out of a menu item? I want to know before we leave. Was this the first time you sold out of a menu item? I think that's awesome. I looked. I was like, I was on the megaphone, like, eat some IQ, get a pork. Oh wait, they're sold out. The burger was. I want one of them burgers right now.
I want a deep fried.
Where does Frank live
right now?
Because I'm going to his house to get a freaking smash burger.
Burger.
Listen, I don't know what else to say. I was literally going to read this list, but Selena, it looks like she's going to die.
You're not reading that list.
I can't read the list. Listen,
I
we
need
will
to go
thank
eat
you guys
something.
in your own way.
I'm going to Black Olive.
No, but first time with you guys.
All right, that's cool. That works.
I love that.
All right, y'all.
Thank you all. That's all I got to say. We're fading fast.
All right.
Thank you. We will see you next week.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Yes. Thank you.